Alright, welcome to another DotA is Hard in-house match. I'm Project Swift. I'm coming to you from DotA is Hard on the Brisbane coast. So, I hope you're ready to enjoy some DotA matches with me. DotA is Hard, as you know, Australian-based DotA gaming group. We're trying to sort of improve DotA community, improve the skill, improve the friendliness, and teach lots of new players that not everyone out there on the DotA community is dicks. We're all trying to be friendly, trying to help out, trying to teach some new players. So that's what we're trying to do here. If you want to come join us, please check us out on Facebook. Search DotA is Hard. Check out our YouTube channel. Channel name is DotA is Hard, but it's at youtube.com / Project Swift DIH. So under my name. Please check us out in the DotA is Hard chat channel by searching DotA is Hard in DotA 2, as well as looking us up in the Steam group. DotA is Hard is the Steam group as well. So please come join us, please come have some games with us. This game we've got EJ captaining the Dire team, and we've got Alchemy captaining the Radiant team. So Alchemy has been a captain one time before, so she's second time captain. Her lineup left a little bit to be desired, but it was a good learning experience for her, so she's going to be doing it again and giving it a second crack. She's banned out two strong teamfight heroes, so she's banned out both Undying and Magnus, so two strong strength teamfight heroes. And on the Dire team we've had a sort of a spite ban of Disruptor. Disruptor is Alchemy's star hero. She is very, very good with Disruptor. I haven't seen her play many other heroes from memory, so it will be interesting to see what she picks up instead. Also, there's the ban of the Batrider. So Batrider is a very dickhead type hero that you just don't like dealing with. He's got his Flaming Lasso is absolutely able to shred team fights, and the ability to jump in and pull somebody out of position is quite brutal, and that ban I think led to the inspired pick of Pudge. Unfortunately, on the second pick she's using up a lot of her reserve time. It's down to 30 seconds reserve time, but has picked up Tidehunter. So two very solid heroes. I think the Pudge pick first up gives away a little bit much of the strategy, so they know that Pudge will be going probably will be going mid lane. And a pick of Rubik to counter the Tidehunter, I believe. Also possibly to counter the Pudge. So it looks like we might have a Pudge against Tinker matchup. We've got a pick of Lion as well. So, I would really like to see Pudge run on the off lane here, because he was picked first. So I believe Tinker was picked. He'll probably be going March Machines to keep Pudge away from any of the last hit possibilities. So would be interesting to put Pudge in a side lane with a couple of heroes, maybe Tidehunter Pudge, Tidehunter Pudge lane, put somebody long lane top and then a jungle, probably long lane carry, maybe like Weaver or Morana could be a lot of fun, and then run the Lion solo mid against the Tinker. I think that would throw off their plans quite a bit. It would be quite entertaining if that was seen. Using up reserve time on the ban here. Having a look at the bans, we've got a pick of Rubik, Tidehunter, and Bounty Hunter with Rubik, Bounty Hunter, and Tinker. So we've got a ban of Phantom Lancer. So yes, what we're looking at here on the Radiant team, they've got strong solo mid, probably, possible off-lane hero, as well as a support bottom lane. We've got a definite support bottom lane with a possible mid-lane sort of mid-lane supports. So the Radiant team does have a lot of versatility going on here, unless they really want to run that Pudge mid. What they are lacking is a carry. So what the Dire team have decided to start banning out is carry. So they banned out the Phantom Lancer. On the Radiant team, they've chosen to ban out the Faceless Void. So we've got sort of a semi-carry of Bounty Hunter, and we've got another sort of semi-carry. They took it away. I like to think of Tinker as a bit of a carry. He's quite possible with that rearm. If you can get him a Sheepstick and a Shivas, the amount of support power, and he can solo. He can happily solo heroes once he picks up a sheep stick. He just sheep, nuke, rearm, sheep, nuke, rearm. But they also lack sort of a solid carry. So lots of carry bands out here. So we'll be looking at the carries that sort of counter their team. So the Faceless Void does quite counter both the Pudge and the Tidehunter. So if Pudge hooks, he's able to blink away. Also with the Anti-Mage, if Pudge hooks, he's able to blink away. The Tidehunter, they both counter the Tidehunter Ravage quite well, as the Black King bars are both fairly solid items on both of them. Also the ultimate, the AoE ultimate from the Faceless Void can stuff up a very good Ravage. On the
10 seconds remaining.
On the Dire team, we've got two bands of Invis heroes actually, which I think is a little bit counterintuitive. Since they have the Bounty Hunter, they do have track available, but maybe they just don't feel like dealing with Invis heroes at the moment. So they and they got a final ban of a Chaos Knight, which I think is a good solid ban as well. So they've got they need someone. Oh, they do have the Tinker able to sort of poke. I'm looking at like the classic DotA standoff. So when you've got 5 heroes either side, so the Pudge will quite effectively rip that to pieces, able to pick off single heroes, but also the heat-seeking missile from the Tinker could be quite effective as that with that as well. Oh, here we go. Vengeful Spirit. I haven't seen a Vengeful Spirit played in a little while here, so this could be fun. So we've got both the Pudge with Hook as well as the Vengeful Spirit with swaps. So that could be quite interesting, because this team at the moment seems to sort of be relying on those standoffs, as they have the track and they have those heat-seeking missiles flying in. So they will be standing they will be standing back, shooting in those missiles and Fade Bolts, trying to do that bit of harass Bounty Hunter wandering around. But having the Hook and the swap can completely change that around. That is an interesting. I really like the Radiant lineup at the moment. We did get a pick of Lifestealer, so we'll probably be seeing a Lifestealer Bounty Hunter bomb. So Lifestealer can infest inside the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter can walk up, and just the amount of burst damage that they can put onto a hero is fantastic. Also, Lifestealer is a good counter to Pudge. Pudge's Flesh Heap, giving him lots of extra strength when he kills heroes. Lifestealer's Feast is a very effective counter to the Pudge. Also, the Tidehunter. We got to pick up with Sven, so Sven will be the carry. So we have quite a heavy Disable team running on the Radiant side, while on the Dire side it's sort of lots of poke and lots of push. It's interesting lineups on both teams, so we'll be quite interested to see how this runs. So let's get on with it. We've got Alchemy, the captain, playing the Tidehunter. We've got Gamgee playing Sven. We've got Barmy playing the Lion. We've got Kozzy playing Pudge. And we've got Riddick playing the Vengeful Spirit. On the Dire team, we've got EJ playing the Tinker. We've got Mr. Zombie again playing the Bounty Hunter. For those regular watchers, you'll know that Mr. Zombie, one of Mr. Zombie's favourite heroes here at the InHouse is the Bounty Hunter. And because he's picked so often, he does get to play it quite often. We've got Juicy playing the Rubik, has picked up level 1 straight up sentry wards, so is expecting those to have to use the counter wards, I think. We've got Zim, I can't see, it's shaking around too much. Zim, I believe it is. Zim playing the Lifestealer. And we've got Deadline playing the Keeper of the Lights. So, we've got lines drawn, so three stunners plus a Pudge. Nope, 3 stunners plus a Tidehunter running straight up into the jungle. So they're hoping to pick someone off. So this could be really interesting. They might happily catch the Keeper of Light out of place, doing lots of damage. Didn't chain the stuns quite effectively there, but the 4 nukes straight off just absolutely fucking throttle the Keeper of the Light. So there you go. There's a first blood out. Didn't even need to chain the stuns. Just the four nukes right off the bat. Just picked them all off. Alright. Well, that was fun. So we've got ward here, and then this safe camp is warded as well. So it looks like they're going to... We're planning on stopping a jungle Darkseer, but I don't... jungle Lifestealer, but I don't think the Lifestealer will be jungling. As you can see, he's sitting in the lane here. Does have the support from the Rubik. Keeper of Light's doing some warding of himself. That's what he got it caught out trying to do. Picks up an illusion rune, and let's get into this with one kill up on the Radiant team. Let's go. I'm enjoying this already. This is fantastic. So we've got a double stun lane bottom. We've got Vengeful Spirit going straight up Ring of Basilisk plus all that first blood gold. Should definitely be getting some sort of... use that money to buy some sentry wards. Get the harass in on the bounty hunter early. Yes. Yes, very good, very good. I am enjoying this so much. This game is getting better and better. So purchase of sentry wards plus going into the Ring of Aquila. So we've got Sven playing the carry, has gone lots of regen with Quelling Blade for lots of last hitting. Good little stun, picked up the... did a little bit of damage there. So, and we've got defensive tri-lane top of Lifestealer, Keeper of the Light and Rubik. I think this should be an aggressive tri-lane. I think they should swap it around. I think they should put Bounty Hunter solo top, and then do Lifestealer, Keeper of the Light, and Rubik as an aggressive tri-lane. Both Rubik and Keeper of the Light do massive amounts of AoE damage. They can push lanes quite effectively between Fade Bolt and Illuminate. And then with the extra slow, as well as the telekinesis and mana leak, whatever you want, Lifestealer can shred enemy heroes with Feast, can slow them down, put any disable they want, and absolutely shred an enemy hero. So I think these three run in an aggressive tri-lane would be the way to go.
Double damage.
Mid lane we've got Tinker going toe to toe with the Pudge. The Bounty Hunter did run in. I believe the Tinker was going to lose the rune run to the Pudge, but Bounty Hunter did sneak in and pick up that double damage rune. Let's put the regen of the Pudge on slow a little bit. So Tinker on Pudge, here we go. Should be fun. Pudge using a little bit of rot to try and get those extra last hits under the tower. Unfortunately missed a couple of them, but that is the way it goes when it's under the tower. So should be fun. Top lane, the Lion goes down, so we've got a dual lane of Lion and Tidehunter against this defensive tri-lane. So they're going to be having a lot of trouble. Tidehunter is a fine... needs to get Kraken Shell though. If you're running Tidehunter in solo long lane, get Kraken Shell. Kraken Shell is your survivability. After you cop 600 damage, it will, which is a lot at the moment since you only have 700 at the moment, but after you cop 600 damage, it will cancel any debuffs, any stuns on you. It will free you up, so that gives you your survivability. That once you get disabled, it allows you to run away. So you get 1 level in Gush. That is sort of possibly a little bit of last hitting, and also enables ganks when friendlies come in, but getting 1 level in Kraken Shell and maxing Anger Smash allows you to get the last hits and harass without taking any creep aggro. So when you're going to play long lane Tidehunter, try that build. When you're doing a dual lane, Lion isn't really a fantastic long lane hero unless you're running him in an aggressive tri-lane. Pings are happening here, so Pudge is going to win the rune race again. Tinker doesn't want to wander down and reveal himself, otherwise there is that serious probability of being hooked. The Greevil, Seraphic Greevil did run in the bottle. Top lane, lots of damage. The Tidehunter does go down to that tri-lane again. Stun, 1 more stun, puts a stun on the Keeper of the Light, puts in an attack, 1 more. They both sneak away on Tiny Life, the Lifestealer and the Keeper of the Life. Very little life, unfortunate there for that Lion. Just a little bit slow on the stun. The stun came off cooldown and waited maybe a second, and that second was the difference between those two heroes getting away. So a bit unfortunate there, but very close. Made them both go back, made them rethink about how aggressive they are being. So Pudge doing a little bit of harass, keeping the Tinker off his back while he gets those few last hits in there. So good use of the illusion rods by the Pudge. Tinker has now got his bottle, as we saw before, so now some real rune races are going to get started. Hook goes in from the Pudge, gets the snags the range creep, but misses the Tinker, unfortunately. On the bottom lane here, the Bounty Hunter is doing quite well. I've got to bring up the last hits and deniers. So Sven is doing much better. Sven is leading the scoreboard at the moment on 25 last hits. Has going a magic wand, has got a little bit of money up his sleeve, so we'll revisit that in a moment, see what he's going. Vengeful Spirit will be picking up his Ring of Aquila soon, so doesn't have any regen, but hasn't needed it. It's not like that Bounty Hunter is doing any real harass anyway. Bounty Hunter has opted for a Shadow Walk Jindar build, so gonna try and outlast hit the Sven. I think against that lane, I possibly would have gone the Shuriken Toss build, because you want to get out of it. You're going to lots of bad things happening here. The Lion gets picked off, and the Pudge goes down to the Tinker. Unfortunately, I missed that as well. I did hear Pudge's ultimate. I think Pudge must have missed the hook, hence why Tinker was relatively healthy. I think if Pudge hit that hook, the Tinker probably would have gone down. But unfortunately I missed it, so if you want to go back and watch it, if you're watching this live on the game, you can go back and watch the replay afterwards as well. Go and check it out. Let me know, because I'm kind of curious. But Pudge did go down to the Tinker there. So, and this defensive tri-lane, quite effective, being very effective. Managing to kill the Lion twice and killing off the Tide Hunter once. So, basically nullifying two heroes, doing quite a good job at it too. Bounty Hunter has now hit level 6 and wants to get some kills on his belt. He wants to use that track to start getting some gold. This Pudge, nice little hook there, picks up the Tinker quite happily. Track goes onto the Pudge, bit of slap, but does nearly no damage at all. Good hook there on the Tinker. Important skill when you're laning against a Pudge. Good Pudges are very, very difficult to lane against. Once they sort of hit level 5, level 7, if they're able to position themselves effectively, they are very difficult to go up against. That hook does so much damage, 360 pure damage, so that is that's like, I think it's the highest damage nuke that isn't an ultimate in the game, so very difficult to hit. The trick that you got to try and position yourself on the other side of the creep waves. So if Pudge is standing here, you stand here. If Pudge is standing here, you stand here. So trying to put the creep wave between you and the Pudge is definitely the best way to try and counter him, especially if you're a ranged hero. So the Nex has picked up his Hand of Midas, got 8-minute Hand of Midas, that is pretty decent. So we'll be able to start wandering and get this farm now. These have been watered, so both camps have been watered. I'm unsure if this blocks the big creep camp. I think it does. I know that if you place it just next to that bush, it does block the creep camp, but I think it cuts down there. The creep camp blocking line. I'm pretty sure it looks like that for the big creep camps. So I am unsure, because this creep camp hasn't been pulled, and it hasn't been stacked, and it hasn't been killed in a while. So if possible, might be able to revisit that if Lifestealer decides to come along and get the farm, but see how it goes. Bounty Hunter has wandered along. This Pudge is down, standing down here, just throws a hook, just misses the Keeper of the Light. Pings are going off, quite Lifestealer copping a lot of damage. Jumps in, lots of damage, lots of stuns, everything happens, so much burst damage. Infest, massive Illuminate, as well as a Fade Bolt and a couple of slaps. Got track gold from one hero there. The Pudge uses his hash rune, wanders up, misses the hook again, unfortunately. Has those 2 wards there, so he was able to see some heroes, but just misses it. Runs in, misses the hook again, unfortunately. But difficult sometimes. Could have used the haste rune to just sort of slink in and start dismembering straight away and then hook afterwards, but see how it goes. So Tinker gets a free rune here. Pudge can't really contest that rune, unfortunately. They don't have the the ward there to see it either. So I believe Pudge is going to go bottom. Be disappointed when he sees that there is no rune there. So continue that along. Pudge has gone for phase boots, so getting that movement speed up. Make sure that he can get that rock chase going. Let's revisit a few things. Rubik has picked up his arcane boots. They're continuing to push this tower, keeping both these heroes on very little experience. Tidehunter is only level 4, 10 minutes into the game. Really needed either that solo experience or to go a different lane. Needed to get that level 6 as fast as possible and sort of try getting in on these team fights as well. Lion, it's not so detrimental not having that, not having level 6, but with Lion, God, there it goes. Mr. Zombie picks up the kill with that track again. So yes, as I was saying, Lion, it's not so detrimental, not having that level 6, but Tidehunter, you really want that level 6. In the wandering around, I think Pudge has had quite a difficult time. I think Pudge has got 27 last hit, so got a little bit. He is lost it 1 for 1, so his ganking has been left a little bit to desire, unfortunately, but they have been making it hard for him. Lots of wards, as you can see, all these wards, look at all, they're just lining the map. There's just got a river of vision, basically, so if Pudge tries to walk anywhere, it's just, yeah, he just can't get away with anything. He needs to sort of start teleport ganking. So Nakes has shifted bottom now. They haven't quite taken down this tower, but they've left Keeper of the Light top to sort of continue that push, but Nakes has disappeared bottom to try and continue to do some farm, and has trying to hamper the amount of farm that Sven is getting. So Sven has picked up his Ogre Club, going for a Black King Bar, has also got Power Treads and a Magic Wand. So they will be looking to do a fairly strong push on this tower, I think.
Radiant's bottom tower
they got 3 bottom. The Bounty Hunter is wandering around behind the tower. I think they smoked, and I think there was a smoke, and then the Bounty Hunter cancelled that smoke. So that was interesting. Good use of the Bounty Hunter there. These two heroes have backed off completely with the Bounty Hunter scouting these heroes. Pudge using teleports, sneaking around, trying to dodge all those wards. Pudge is making it very difficult. Ooh, got a Nakes Bomb going here. So we've got a track on the Vengeful Spirit, taking a lot of damage, getting pulled out of the way. Fade Bolt. Sven jumps in, does pick him up. That cleave. Hopefully they'll have another stun on this Lifestealer. Sven's got to survive for another 6 seconds, but I don't think it will happen, unfortunately. Just the combined damage of the Lifestealer and the Bounty Hunter. Didn't have that disable from the Vengeful Spirit. Jumps in. The Lifestealer the Bounty Hunter picks him up with the Shuriken Toss. Level 1 Shuriken Toss does pick him up. So good double kill there. Yes. So, lots of pings happening here. They know Pudge is here. Gonna try and pick him up, I guess. Literally. Wandering around, so they want to defend this tower. Lifestealer has come bottom, is making good use of that Hand of Midas. Needs to Hand of Midas creep now. Do it! Pudge in difficult spot. Good hook there. Does lots of damage to the Bounty Hunter, but there was 4 heroes there. He just didn't see the 4 heroes. Unfortunately, doesn't have those wards, so couldn't really continue it on. Vengeful Spirit in a bad spot has still got 4 heroes all around him. That's easily. They just wandered straight in under it. The tower diving, no problem. 4 heroes up against a tower and a level 6 Vengeful Spirit. It's fine. They can take it. So we've got 3 heroes top. Trying to get that Sven some farm. Once the Sven gets his Black King Bar, he will be able to be much more effective. Illuminate coming in from Keeper of Light, nicks the Sven, but only level 2, so not doing too much damage. Bottom tower has gone down, so that is a little bit of extra gold, little bit extra walking around money for the Dire team. Just having a quick look now, so fairly steady decline down to 7,500, so fairly large. Good hook there from the good combo from everyone there. Picking up the Tinker quite happily, quite effectively. 3 heroes top. Trying to get that Sven some farm. Once the Sven hits, get his Black King Bar, he will be able to be much more effective. Illuminate coming in from Keeper of Light, nicks the Sven, but only level 2, so not doing too much damage. Bottom tower has gone down, so that is a little bit of extra gold, little bit extra walking around money for the Dire team. Just having a quick look now, so fairly steady decline down to 7,500, so fairly large. Good hook there from the good combo from everyone there. Picking up the Tinker quite happily, quite effectively. Keeper Light doing a little bit, but just quite... 200 damage Illuminates isn't really scaring anyone right now. Pudge is standing in here, but they do have these wards here so they can see him. Bounty Hunter catches him out. Next bomb again. So Bounty Hunter jumps in. Tide Hunter is going to go down for the Lifestealer as well. Lifestealer did have his Rage on, so Tide Hunter's ultimate would not have stopped the Rage. We've got a big tower dive going here. So we've got 4 heroes running in under the tower into a Lion and a Sven. 2 heroes back off. That was good kill there. A big ultimate and a double kill. Good on him. Well, not exactly a double kill, but one for the Dire and one for the Lion. So good kills on both those heroes. They got greedy. The Dire team got greedy, chased them in under 2 towers. So good work.
Tower is under attack.
Bounty Hunter scouting around. The Tinker is pushing this tower. Bounty Hunter is keeping him safe, just in case the Pudge decided to wander up there. So Tinker taking a lot of damage and good fortification from the Radiant team. So oh, nice hook, picked him up. They do get the tower. Tide Hunter is quite safe right now. Stun coming in, and that will take out the Bounty Hunter. So very good play there. The Vengeful Spirit went down to the Lifestealer though, so sharing the farm out. Double kill for the Pudge. Good kill on the Rubik there. So that is the 3-for-1 trade. The Sven, where's the Sven? Sven is mid lane, got that farm as well. He's getting a little bit closer to his Black King bar, and Nakes is coming in to defend this tower. Has got an armlet now as well as 2,000 gold, so that Hand of Midas making him lots of money. But lots of damage going into this tower. We've got 1 teleport coming in from the Tinker. Misclick from the Pudge, got a creep. Lifestealer did infest something, but doing lots and lots of damage. Will gets 3 heroes killed. The Lion does a little stun. Come on, shoots. Yes, they do manage to. They do kill off the Nakes, but 4 heroes and quite possibly 5. Yes, 5 heroes do go down. So that is a team wipe on the Radiant side. Very good defense there. Nakes jumped in, did so much damage. I think he could have possibly saved the infest until he was a little bit lower, but when there was 3 heroes around, he really did want that burst damage. Almost 300 damage burst from the infest in an AoE, so effective use of it there. Also possible that he could have waited until he was on a little bit lower life, but yes, as you know, half a dozen of the other 6. Half a dozen of one, 6 of the other, or whatever, however the saying goes. So, Bounty Hunter putting the track on the Pudge. Bounty Hunter is really trying to keep that track up on the Pudge. Sven is running in, losing a lot of mana to that mana leak, but not much he can do, otherwise he's just going to have to tank the creep wave. Tinker is teleporting. A good stun there from the Lion. Lion picks 2 heroes with that stun. Nakes is coming in, starting to do so much more damage now. The good ultimate picks up 2 heroes. The Lion dual stuns, and they do pick up the Nakes again. So that's also a double kill to the Pudge. Pudge got another one in there. I think Pudge got both those kills, apparently, unless somebody brought back. Yeah. That was an interesting fight. Bounty Hunter has picked up a Mithril Hammer. So we'll either be going Black King Bar or maybe, nope, going a Stygian Desolator. Getting that minus armor up for the Lifestealer, so the Lifestealer will be able to make most use of that minus armor and put lots and lots of damage onto anyone who gets hit by the Bounty Hunter, increasing that burst damage so much more. So Nake's bombs will be so much more deadly than they once were now. Yes, it is getting interesting. There's a smoke on the Tide Hunter, so all the wards are down at the moment, so we'll see how that smoke goes and see what we've got, anything useful. We've also got a smoke on the Vengeful Spirit as well as a set of Observer wards, and Lion has picked up his good hook there. The Pudge must have, hooked the Rubik in. Rockets coming in from the Tinker, so As you can see, we've got two heroes that sort of really try and get rid of that DotA standoff. God, the Sven on so little life. Rocket coming in, doesn't hit it, hits the Tidehunter instead. Bounty Hunter took a lot of damage, but Sven took oh so much more, but does sneak away with that track, being able to see both the Tidehunter and the Sven getting away on such little life. Bounty Hunter stepping in under the tower. God, he's on so little life. One more attack. Yes, does go down. Good pick up there from the line. Oh, swap. Somebody got swapped. Lifestealer. Nope, Lifestealer is doing so much damage. It's not even there, as you see. Picked up and one more. Nope, needs to use the slow. Does get a double kill though. Picked up the Pudge, standing up on the hill. Lion jumps in, cops a zap from the laser as well as a Fade Bolt. So, yeah. Big team fights going on everywhere. Naix is sneaking away on very little life. Sneaks away to get the farm on the bottom tower and defend it. Fortification has been used to stop this push, sort of hamper this push. Tinker steps back and comes back in and starts hitting it even more. Sven has used his Warcry, get those creeps up even faster. Tower is now in denying range, so I think he's gonna... Yes, he does get the deny in. Timing it well between those siege creeps. Rubik is just deciding to farm in the Radiant's jungle. Why not? Lots of scribbles, so I think the captain may be getting a little bit frustrated. But who knows? Could just be scribbling for fun as well. Has got a set of observer wards and wants to get those observer wards up and around. Yeah, alright. Tinker is continuing to do some push. He has picked up his Blink Dagger now, so he's doing teleport, shift Q, blink off to the side, setting in lots of marches, picking up farming quite happily. Could have picked up those two little creeps there as well. His March of the Machines hit them, but he didn't finish them off, unfortunately. But we'll continue farming like that. I think ping's on Roshan, so I thought they were going for the Roshan, but we have 3 heroes with a Bounty Hunter on the other side, tracks, so it's quite... I think the Radiant team are in a fairly interesting situation. They're sort of sandwiched between a Bounty Hunter and everyone else and taking lots of damage from those rockets. So, Tinker is continuing to poke at them with those rockets, making it very annoying to just stand near the fight. So, God, this game's intense. I love it. Once the Vengeful Spirit gets up to the next level, can start making a bit more use of Nether Swap. Hopefully, when the Tinker is standing off to the side, firing rockets into the fight, they will be able to just swap him in or hook him in. Bounty Hunter is carried a Lifestealer around 4%, completely out of the They also Keep the Light gets picked up as well. Good ultimate from the Tidehunter, lots of damage happening. The Keep the Light gets picked up. The smoke is popped by Juicy. And the Pudge walks straight into the Lifestealer, walks around the corner into the Lifestealer. Lion gets killed as well. One more hit onto the Rubik, and Vengeful Spirit is sneaking away. Lifestealer gets the kill on the Tidehunter, and then a swap on the Vengeful Spirit, and that is another team wipe for the Radiant team. So, that's GG being called. Alright then. Well played. So that was Alchemy's second go at captaining, as we know. Was a good game, was a very interesting lineup. Unfortunately the lanes weren't quite as effective as they could have been, I think. But, good game, well played by all. I'm going to cut this stream. Please join us on DotA is Hard. Search us around, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. I'm Project Swift, signing